So what I want to do right now is give you 3 keys, 3 hot principles for creating an application selling system. This is the same keys that I use in my business every day. It's the same keys that we use in Black Belt. My successful Black Belts use all the time. And I want to give them to you right now. So please, if you haven't already, it's note-taking time. Number 1, this is the marketing piece. In your marketing, you teach them what to want. Your job is to make it really, really clear that if these are the results that people want, this is how to get it. Your job is to become the font of all knowledge when it comes to figuring out how to buy what you sell. And the metaphor I've got here is it's like that movie Inception, which is why I've got the spinning top here. It's like that movie Inception where they go into your dreams and they plant thoughts. Your marketing's job is really simple. It's to facilitate their information gathering and decision-making process. What your job is to get inside their head and set the buying criteria. Please write that down. Your job is to teach them what to want. So whether it's an email newsletter, in the email, you teach them what to want. Whether it's a video blog, in the video, you teach people what to look for, what to look out for. Right? Whether it's a podcast or a speech or a live event or a webinar, your whole job in all of those things is to seed the need, is to teach people what to want. When you do that, you're setting a criteria. What you're doing is you're getting them hot for what you got, in Pete's words. So number 1, in your marketing, teach them what to want. Happy to go into this in the detail when we get to Q&A in just a couple of minutes. Number 1, teach them what to want in your marketing. Set a buying criteria. Number 2, I want you to reverse the roles. In every sales appointment, there is a prize and there is somebody who wants the prize. Usually, the prospect is the prize, or their money is the prize, and you're the one who wants it. Usually, they're the prey and you're the hunter. That leads to a whole lot of crap at your end. It means that you have to put up with objections, excuses, and stalls, lame behavior, feeble excuses, and frankly, a whole bunch of neediness that doesn't help you, doesn't help them. If you're needy when you get them, begging them, kind of doing all you can to impress, what kind of a client are you going to bring on, and how is the coaching relationship going to go? So what we need to do is we need to reverse the roles. There's a great book on this called Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. And in the book, he talks about this idea of prizing. And the whole idea is this. In a nutshell, you need to become the prize. You need to become the walking, talking good deal. You need to understand the cost of not doing business with you. Your job's really, really simple. The clearer you can be about the value you bring before you get there, the easier it's going to be for you to be in a position of power and control here. So your job's to reverse the roles, where you're the one that they want and you could take or leave them. Is this making sense? Literally, if I could do nothing else today except give you an idea that my job's to be the prize. So that before you talk to any prospect, you're just going to take a moment and pause and go, you know what? I'm the prize here, not them. I'm going to let go of my neediness. I'm going to assess whether they're a good match or not. Here's what happens. Most coaches go to a sales appointment looking to impress. What you want to do, if you're the prize, is you assess. So your job in the sales appointment is to assess their audition. You give them, literally in the application selling phase, you give them, after you've seeded the need and got them hot for what you got, you give them some homework to do, something to impress you with, an audition, whether it's a written application or an online form. Then you do a 10-minute to 15-minute call. And in that 10 or 15-minute call, you're assessing their audition. Is this person an A-grade client? Do they have like A-grade potential or not? Are they an A, a B, a C, or a D? And if they don't, then, hey, you know what? We're not a fit, move on. Can you feel the difference between impress and assess? That's your job here. So, here's what happened. When I first got started, I was really deathly afraid of 2 things. I was deathly afraid of selling, because I didn't want to be rejected, and I was deathly afraid of asking for money, because again, I didn't want to be rejected, and in our family, we didn't really talk about money. So because I was scared of selling and asking for money, the scary end, I thought at the time, of the money-making process, I went to what I thought was the safe end. And I figured out if I could get really good at marketing, my marketing could do all of the heavy lifting so that the selling became really, really easy. So that's where I got really good at teaching them what to want. But what really helped me make the shift, like that massively helped. But what really made the shift was getting clear that it's not about impress, it's about assess. Working out if we're a fit or not. And when I added application selling, and then people were literally knocking on my door, desperately trying to get in.